Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. So here we have another passage, uh, another question from the same passage, and the direction for question is what? Answer the following questions based on the information given below. Look at the text. The text gives about the preemptive strikes, isn't it? And stated about just just ad bellum, right? So what is that? Which is nothing but indicating the law on the use of force. So which is set of a principle that limit the use of force between states. Okay, let's go to the question. The question stated here, what inference can be drawn? It's an inference-based question about the author's perspective on the balance of power politics. Balance of power politics. Here it is given, balance of power politics, in which nations constantly renew their alliances and treaties to ensure that not one of them becomes a hegemonic power. It is also feared that the policy of preemption slips easily into the machination of false flag operation, in which a pretext for war is created by a contrived theoretical or actual stunt of dressing one's own soldiers up in the enemy's uniform. Isn't it? Let's look into that. So we need to draw what the author's perspective on the balanced power politics. The question is asking about what we can infer or understand indirectly. Understand indirectly. Indirectly about the author's view on balance of powers. Balance of power. Power politics. The balance of power concept involves countries forming alliances or taking actions to make sure no single country becomes too powerful, right? So that's what you would find out. Let's go to the options. So the first option stated, it is an effective strategy for maintaining peace among nations, right? Now, look into it. What does it say? It's stated about it is an effective strategy for maintaining peace among nations, right? So this choice suggests that the balance of power helps keep peace, isn't it? So, uh, however, the author doesn't describe it as an effective way to maintain peace. Instead, the author focuses on the tension it creates, right or not? So, in that case, we cannot draw inference that can be drawn about the balance of power politics. Second, it encourages nations to engage in preemptive strikes to maintain dominance. Now, this choice suggests that balance of power politics might lead countries to strike first to stay in control. Well, it is related to the topic, right? So this option doesn't fully capture the author's perspective about the constant tension created by this strategy, isn't it? So hence, two cannot be taken. Look at the option three. It leads to a constant state of tension and arms races among nations, right? So when we say that, what we can draw about the author's perspective on the balance of power politics, so we can say that yes, it leads to a constant state of tension and arms races among nations, isn't it? So this just suggests that balance of power politics results in what? Ongoing stress, ongoing stress, and competition among countries to build more weapons or arms races, which is given here, isn't it? So uh, in that case, yeah, and should not only will become a hegemonic power. Okay, so um, and also we find out that what the author discusses how countries might continuously form alliances and take military actions to stop any one country from becoming too dominant, which creates ongoing tension and potential arm races. So we can consider that option three can be inferred from the author's perspective on the balance of power politics, right? Let's look at the four. It is a morally justified approach to stop any nation from becoming too powerful. This choice suggests that the balance of power is, uh, you can say, morally justified, right? However, the author doesn't explicitly support this view and instead focuses on the what negative outcomes, right, such as tension and potential conflict. So, as far as we understand, the passage mentions that the balance of power politics involves nation constantly forming, you can say, alliances, which is given here, alliances. Then you also find out preparing for military actions, right? You can say that operation, then military attack. So, and the possibility of an arms race, isn't it? So, you can also say that this approach as, therefore, the author likely viewed this approach as leading to ongoing instability and tension rather than peace, right? So we consider option three would be the most appropriate here. Option one, two, and four can be eliminated or are eliminated because they are incorrect because it suggests option one suggests about more positive view on the balance of power, which the author doesn't support. Two is in a partly correct, but doesn't capture the broader implication of ongoing tension among nations. And four is also incorrect because the author doesn't present the balance of power as a morally justified strategy. So hence we can consider option three is the correct one as it best captures the author's perspective that balance of power politics leads to a constant state of tension and arm race among nations. Right. So hope you understood this. That's all.